Coney Island, Brooklyn to be exact. But I wound up residing to the south as I got older. Well, my adult ages.
And you grew up in Brooklyn like normal family, like with your moms, your pops?
Mm, not really, I come from really like the group homes and situations like that, house to house, stuff like that. My mom's died when I was 6. My pops, he got mental health problems and shit. He really couldn't take care of us as a whole, so he wound up losing us to the system. If nobody don't know what that is, for the ones that's watching, that's basically ACS in New York. We wound up getting lost in the system and stuff. Me and my brothers, and we wound up going our own separate ways, and we ain't wound up linking back up until we was like in our teenagers. And then in the process of that, that's when I was just, during my time, I was just all over the place in the streets.
Wow, my dude, you said respectfully, your mom's died when you were 6?
Yeah, from a heart attack.
Wow, bro.
She was 26 when she died, to be exact.
Oh, wow, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy, my dude. I'm sorry to hear that. She was young.
Yeah.
So-
But everything I do now is just to make her proud, I ain't really, it used to bother me, but as I got older, I was just trying to deal with it.
Yeah. That's the only thing you could do, is just keep it moving. But I'm pretty sure that she's definitely looking over you. But with that being said, so you grew up with your brothers and sisters, you guys get all separated. And where they at now? Do you know where they at? Your brothers?
Oh, they good now. They grown now. That was years ago when all that happened. They grown. Right now they in New York. They doing their thing, They working and stuff. Got their own family. They got kids and all that. I'm the only one that's out here living different from them,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So you start wilding out, you grow up, you go to the group homes. How was the group homes for you? Like, was it?
Shit. That shit was... All right, well, I started going to the group home at first in Brooklyn, which is in Bed-Stuy, which is Malcolm X. I went to the group home over there. That's kind of like, really be honest, kind of like, ain't no like juvenile for me, you feel me? Niggas in there wild, stealing and shit. You gotta defend yourself. It's kind of like baby jail. Even though you're out on the streets, but that's how it felt to me, shit. You feel me? You gotta be on point because motherfuckers is on that type of time, and then you feel me? Well, at least that's how it was when I was going through that situation. I don't know how it is now because I ain't been there and God knows how long, but it was crazy. I got into a couple of fights and then all that from niggas trying to steal my shit and all that, but rather than that, though, it was all right. They take care of you, they feed you, basically like how they do in jail. The only thing is you got more of your freedom to the outside.
No, you're right. That even though you go outside, the attitude is the same. It's like drug programs. It's a jail mentality still.
Right.
It's the same thing. A bunch of dudes, basically in New York, the way of these jails and institutions is a bunch of black and Puerto Rican dudes acting stupid.
Basically,
yeah,
shit is crazy in New York, man.
That's the way you can sum it up. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
yeah, like we just bugging out. But so you go through the group home situation, and now you start wilding, right? Your mom's passed away. You go to group home. You guys get split up, and you land in Rikers Island Correctional Facility, right? And why year was that?
The first time I went to Rikers Island was, all right, well, let me backtrack.
Right.
While I was in the group home, I was already catching charges like robbing and shit, doing like, not no major robberies, but doing like little attempt robberies and shit. And I was getting locked up going to juvie for that, like Spofford, Horizons, Crossroads. And I did probably like, 8 months in there due to the fact I kept doing dumb shit in and out of there. But while I was in there for that 8 months, I wound up catching a new charge on the staff while I was in there. And I wound up turning 16 when I did that. And that caused me to go to Rikers Island for the very first time. Like ever in my life, that was the first time I ever went to Rikers Island from catching a new case while I was already locked up in juvie. And when I went there, that shit was a whole different ball game, I gang bang. I'm Crip. You get what I'm saying? So tripping there, shit, that shit hard as hell. You get what I'm saying? But it's fun. I went through hell there, you feel me? I done popped on some shit, beat a couple of niggas up. I got beat up too. I ain't even gonna lie and sit here inside there, and I'd be a damn fool to do that. But it is what it is, I almost got cut in my face and shit, but I always know how to move from me running the streets at a young age, dude, to my mom passing away. You get what I'm saying? I've seen a lot at a young age, so I already knew how to move once you get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I definitely get what you're saying. You was forced to learn how to move because you ain't had nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
yeah, like realistically, your mom's passed away. Like, dudes just out there. That's a rough situation to be in, man. I couldn't even imagine that. But this is what I'm saying. You go to Rikers out, yo. So you went to the island for popping on staff.
Right. I caught a new charge. Right. So that's how that was my very first time on the island, though. Like the very first time I seen Rikers Island was from me catching a new charge, but I was already locked up in juvie and getting sent to there. And when I went there, like I said, it was hell, bro. Like I said, it's crazy. If you've been
what year was that about? Do you remember? I know it's hard to remember, but
let's see. I was 15 when I caught that charge in juvie, and I just turned 16. And I was supposed to be already getting transferred to the island, but being that I was already chilling there before I got into that incident, they was allowing me to stay there while I was 16. So I'll probably say, I don't want to lie or get the dates mixed up. So I'll probably say
just more or less.
I'll probably say 2008, 9, around there.
Okay,
10.
so it was in the 2Gs. All right, cool. Yeah, even when 2000s. When I talk my story, dudes be like, yo, how if you said 92 when in 90, bro, I'm saying an estimate. I don't remember dates and times. Like girls remember dates and times.
Yeah, I don't remember nothing. I remember the stuff I did, but I'm not good with the exact dates, the time, the PM, the AM. I'm not good with none of that. You get what I'm saying? I know exactly what,
Our life is chaos, bro. Shit was going down. I'm not thinking about the year time. I'm doing a whole lot of shit. But listen, this is what I'm saying. So you get to the island. Even in 2008, it's you went to the adolescence. It's Blood City.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That was during the time where it was hard being Crip. That was the time where it was really on that gang shit. Like you walk in the spot, you Crip, that's your ass. You better be on that type of timing on some. You don't give a fuck if you make it out of there or die in that motherfucker. If not, your ass is gonna have a hard ass motherfucking bed. Like for real.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Like for real, that shit crazy.
I seen it. I seen it myself. So you're 100% right. It was hard being. I used to feel bad. We used to feel so bad that I'm gonna keep it real. At times, you had kings with the Crips popping on Bloods. Like hold up, y'all bugging. You ain't doing that. Yeah, I keep it a buck.
Yeah.
But listen, so you there? You go in there. The Blood stepped to you immediately, or was it like did you say you was Crip? Or not?
Yeah, of course I am. I ain't gonna deny my shit. You get what I'm saying? So boom. When I first go on there and shit, niggas trying to hit me with the scare tactic. Yeah, this shit ain't nothing like you. This is a whole different ball game. This is the SEALs telling me that. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is a whole different ball game. This ain't nothing like juvie and shit. A lot of your kind don't really stay here and shit. And I was like, man, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So the first place they put me into, I think during that time was Marn 3, which is like the reception dome. Not really reception, but I think you stay there for 3 days. And then after 3 days, they packed up and sent you to a real dome. You know what I'm talking about. I haven't been to the island in a minute, so I don't remember exactly. I know, but you know what I'm talking about.
You're right. They send you to your official house after.
Right. You get what I'm saying? And my first official house was Tuloa. I go on Tuloa. Niggas ask me, I bang? I'm like, yeah, I bang. I'm Crip. You get what I'm saying? Niggas press me. Like, yo, Crips don't live here. Nah. They press me through the A and B gate. Like, you bang? I'm like, yeah, I'm Crip. They're like, yo, Crips don't live here. I'm like, all right, well, shit. I go through the A and B gate. Niggas pop on me. I ain't even gonna